ride with me. Let me turn it this way so you can see the I-20 traffic as I talk to you. Today has been ultra successful. I mean ultra successful. Special shout out to the good people at the NAN, National Action Network. I guess you can tell I'm tired. The National Action Network, spearheaded by the good Reverend Al Sharpton. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mary Pat Hector, for inviting me. Thank you. This is awesome. I mean, the whole experience was awesome. It's also cool from the standpoint of it lets you know where you're going, you know, and one of the things that I always tell people, even the folks that were sitting in my aisle, which pretty much was us, one of the things that I always do is anytime I notice something, I'll always whisper something and then have people carry it to the next person, take it to the next person, whisper it to the next person, and we just pass it down. But one of the moments came from, the stage, because it's so funny, because when I look at stuff, I never see it the way it is. It's one of the things that has helped me in life do greater things in life, huge things in life. And I don't even, some people just be all humble with it. I'm not. I'm sorry. We do some awesome, and we do some huge things. Probably for everything that I mentioned, there's probably 2 or 3 things that I don't mention that's even bigger than the stuff that I do talk about. But one of the things that got me, that I had to whisper to my team, was this. I said, see yourself on the mic. See yourself standing at the podium. See yourself. Visualize yourself. See your name up in lights. I mean, shoot, when we go to major cities, I see mine in lights. So why not you? And that's one of the things that, that we do. Yes, this is the Kenya Fight Squad, and this, that, and the other. But again, I train leaders. I employ leaders. I want people to be greater than even what I'm doing. And when I tell you I'm about to set the world on fire, I'm expecting everybody else to do the same, collectively and individually, because that's how it's supposed to be. As you always hear me talk about, if you've known me for a minute, I always talk money, and I always talk about growing your own personal economy. And I try to stay out of politics as much as possible, but that's one thing we, as black people especially, we don't talk about growing the economy. We talk about the injustices of life that goes on, but we never talk about creating your own economy, for which a lot of stuff would not happen if you were in the upper tax bracket. As I was telling Malika tonight, you've never heard of anybody black getting shot in Bel Air. You've never heard anybody getting shot in the Hamptons that's black. You don't hear about that. Matter of fact, I don't even think you've ever heard of that. I've never heard of it. I'm 40. So long story short, one of the things that I always preach to people is work on your money, work on your flows of income, because it makes you powerful. A person without money is just a person with a voice. So, like with me, like I said, I always think 2 generations ahead. So whenever you hear me say I'm gonna be a billionaire, it's not just for me, but it's for my future grandkids and great grandkids kids. It's not about a car. It's not about a watch. It's not about living in this gated community, but it's bigger than all of that stuff. All that stuff is nice, and yes, you should have it. Because Lord knows I got it. Shoot, look, I'm driving a nice size Benz. I'm good, but that's not what it's all about. You know what I mean? So I guess the message of the night is think bigger than yourself. Have a bigger vision for your life. Have bigger goals. Increase your think. Again, I think huge, and I will continue to think even bigger. It's so funny, I got text messages from the squad talking about, thank you. That was awesome. That was great. That was, because again, where we went tonight was invitation only. You wasn't gonna buy no ticket. It was invite only. So, and I do a whole bunch of invite onlys, which makes it that much cooler, because I remember, when I first moved down here, I would have broke my arm and leg just to, get into some stuff that now I get invited to. But you gotta continue to get your think big and stop letting people dumb your stuff down. Dumb your stuff down to the point to where, anytime you try to do something crazy or something that's deemed crazy because ain't nobody else doing it, you just got to do it anyway. Because again, I don't live in fear. I'm probably one of the most reckless and responsible people all at the same time. I take calculated risk. I make calculated decisions. But it's never based off of, but what if this happens? What if this? What? No. I'm going for it. And I would implore you to do the same thing. Go after your stuff. Stop playing it safe. There's a lot of people playing life safe. And, just to be able to run fast just to stand still. Who wants to run fast just to stand still? Nobody. So go after your stuff. If you listening to me and you've been convicted by playing too small, make the decision tomorrow. You know what? I'm going for it. Because again, a lot of people don't take risks because it's kind of like a lot of people like to play it safe because they don't want to take risks. But what people don't realize is you put yourself at risk when you play it safe. That's the real risk. I'd much rather risk moving forward than standing still, because even when you stand still, guess what? Life will continue to pass you by, and as it continues to pass you by, you'll continue to move further back in the line just because you decided to do nothing. So, long story short, go for it. I am. And if you don't do something about it, I'm going to make you sick. Because when I tell you, I'm about to just boom. I mean, again, when they were texting me saying thank you for this experience, one of the things that I told them was, you ain't seen nothing yet. I said, because in the next 4 years, well, I'll be sitting at the White House, chilling, like we own it. How about that? That's the type of power we're building up. That's the type of momentum we're carrying. To where we have to be dealt with and reckoned with. But again, the focus is building your own economy and building up the economies of the people that's closest to you. So guess what? You can practice group economics. That's what we're working toward. To where you can have 6, 7, 8, 9 people in your group, and you can just basically feed the people that's in your group, and they can do the same thing for you. So now, as a group, you have power. That's how you do it, baby. That's how you get it done. That's how you take that thing to the next level versus just one person always doing well while everybody else struggle to try to get crumbs. That's not the world that we live in. Everybody does have, and that's why your brother and your sister do just as well as you are. Putting together, one feeds the other, one hand washes the other. That's how it should be. So, that being it, let's do all them things together. Let's rock and roll. Let's be powerful. Love y'all. Have a good night. I'm gone.